Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Buongiorno. Bonjour. Guten Tag. Depending on where and when you're listening to this, it's a great day. This is Coffee with Kevin. And I am Kevin, and of course, this is my coffee. Oh, yes. Oh, mm, mm, mm. It is a good coffee this morning. It's wonderful. Here in the Northeast, here in beautiful Lowell, Mass, it's overcast and it's sprinkling out. I went out for a walk this morning, walked my grandson to school, and it felt really good getting that fresh air. It was cool. It was definitely cool. Not freezing because it's not iced out there. It's in the low 40s, I believe, but damp. And it was just an exhilarating thing to do. It's a new habit. Get to walk every day. And when you've got a child or a grandchild and they want to go somewhere, and if they've got some sort of device like a scooter or a bike and you're walking, you go far. You go far. I think I did. I think I did 5 miles with him the other day on the weekend. He has an electric scooter, and so I figured, hey, let's do it. The only thing is the electric scooter charge only lasts so long, only lasts so long. So on the way back, guess who had to push him? Oh, what a day! It's the 28th of March already. Can you believe it? The 28th of March. And this year is going by, it's flying by. 2023, we're already one quarter in. Oh my gosh. Isn't that phenomenal? Time flies. The 28th of March. A couple birthdays today. Reba McEntire, and a great country singer, a great artist, a great writer, and Lady Gaga, another great artist, also great writer. And so we got a couple days, couple famous artists out there. Speaking of artists, Raphael. Raphael, not the Ninja Turtle, not the Mutant Ninja Turtle, but the artist. He was born on this day as well. I think it's a little further back than Bieber and Lady Gaga. And another thing on this day, not a great thing, not a happy thing, but in 1987, this is where we, the United States, had our first major nuclear incident. 3 Mile Island had a nuclear leak on this day, basically closed down. It was a big thing for the nation, big thing for nuclear power. Things got turned upside down, nuclear plants were stopped, and I think today, as of today, 3 Mile Island is still closed. It's not Chernobyl. It was never Chernobyl, but it was our incident here in the United States, a learning thing. Okay, speaking of learning, speaking of learnings, we all go through we all go through troubles. We all go through incidents, adversities, problems, issues, and we don't always like them. Matter of fact, when do we like them? When do we like them? But we all go through them, and some of them last longer than others. Some issues that we might deal with might last for years, for years. But we can and often do get through them. They often do turn around. They often can finally get over. Working with a client now who's been dealing with all sorts of various issues in his life, and things that are unfolding, and it hasn't been an easy thing for him along the way. All sorts of things would go wrong, even physical things with him would go wrong, and it hasn't been an easy thing. And he'd always be, Why does this always have to happen? Nothing's ever going to go right. Why me? Why do I deserve this and that and this and that? And things finally are starting to go right. Things finally are starting to go right. And when we've been in this for a long time, it's hard to recognize. It's hard to enjoy the things that go right. You're always waiting for that other shoe to fall. And if you're always waiting for that other shoe to fall, that other shoe gets looser and looser and is going to fall because you want it to fall, because you're waiting for it to fall, because you expect it to fall. Instead of expecting it to fall, why don't you expect it to stay up there and expect other things to happen good for you? If we're expecting things to happen that aren't good, if we're expecting things to happen bad, we're increasing the chances of them happening. You might say, well, that's not right, Kevin. That doesn't happen. What does happen that way? It really does happen that way. You know, so many people, so many philosophers, so many authors have said you become what you think. And you become what you think when you become that negative person, when you become that person that fears everything. Everything's going to be there for you to fear. Everything's going to be there for you to fear. And you just bring it to you. There is something that scientists have found about our thoughts. Our thoughts emanate frequencies. Our thoughts emanate different waves and frequencies. And frequencies, line up with the similar frequencies. So if there's something else out there that is of the same frequency, meaning something else out there that is, oh me, oh my, what's going to happen to me next? Everything bad is happening to me. Well, that frequency that you're thinking you're gonna sync up with, and you're gonna find that bad happening to you. I always say it's like this: why not go with the odds? The odds are better of good things happening to you when you are thinking good. The odds are better of bad things happening to you when you are thinking of bad things. Worry is all about thinking of bad things. Sometimes it's all about catastrophizing. I think I said that right. And when we do that, we just attract more of those bad things. And the cool thing is, and I say it's the cool thing, it's really not the cool thing, but it's just the way the mind works. The the thing is, when something bad happens, you get to validate that, yeah, see, I was right. I was right. Something bad happened. And that validation just rolls on, and you keep on seeing more and more of it and saying to yourself, I'm right. I'm right. The world's a catastrophe. The world's bad, and there's nothing good in it. And that's what happens. That's what people see. And that validates it for them. But there's people on the other side of the tracks that do the same thing, only it's not about the negative things happening to them. It's the good things, and they keep on saying to themselves, wow, there's a lot of good for me in this world. There's a lot of good happening. And yeah, see, I was thinking and expecting this was going to happen for me, and look, it happened for me. And that validation steamrolls as well. And the small things and the small issues that come in, that person doesn't see them as big issues because they're really focusing on all the good. Same thing with when you're focusing on the negative. The good things that come in, you don't see them as good issues. You don't see them as good things because you're focusing on the negative. It's amazing the way our mind works. It's amazing the way we as humans work and the way the world works. You just got to realize that. You got to come to the realization that, okay, if I'm focusing on all the negative, I'm just going to be bringing a whole lot more in and validating it for me. And I'll never see or barely see the positive. And the opposite's true. If you're focusing on all the positive, the negative issues will be minor for you. the negative issues will be minor for you. And by the way, if something negative is minor in your mind, is it easy to deal with? It's a lot easier to deal with. Will you ignore it? Yeah, sometimes, but you'll catch it before it gets too bad because it won't draw you down. Now, if you're thinking negatively in worst case all the time, any negative issue is going to be large and hard to deal with, and you'll be stressed, and you'll be panicked, and you'll be anxious. So my thing is learn to look for the positives, learn to look for the good things, learn to be grateful. There is some studies out there. I haven't located them, but I've been reading about them. I didn't look at the bibliographies. The studies out there saying people with gratitude, people who are grateful, they're healthier, their bodies are healthier, they live longer. And people who are not, and we already know this for a fact, that stress, emotional stress, causes heart disease and is being linked to cancer. Okay? So what would you rather be? You want to be healthy, live longer, or do you want to increase the odds of you being sick? I don't know about you. I'd rather be the former. I'd rather be healthier, live longer, and look at the positive things. And I'll tell you, when you're in that rut, when you're in that run of negative things happening to you, there is an end, and it does end, and it's usually really good. It's usually really good. When you think you are not deserving, or why do you deserve this negative stuff, you'll see, especially if you've got your mind open and you're looking and expecting positive things, you'll see that you are getting what's good. You are getting, you are deserving of good. This has been Coffee with Kevin. I've enjoyed this little rant this morning. I can't call it a chat because we're not chatting. It's a little rant, but feel free to comment on this. Feel free to comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know who you are. And find me on LinkedIn or Facebook and like this. Like this. All right. I want everyone to have a great day. Have a great week. I'm Kevin Martin, a mindset coach. You want to learn a little bit more about me? CNLPcoaching.com. CNLP, Center for Next Level Performance. Or CNLP, Neuro Linguistic Program. See my NLP. No. CNLPcoaching.com. You want to learn a little bit more about me. All right. Reach out. I'd be glad to talk with you about anything that I've talked about, anything about being positive in a negative world. I certainly would. Take care. Make it a great day because I know it's in your powers to do so. Bye-bye.